In this video, you're gonna learn how to strengthen and sculpt your legs without weights. Sometimes it can be hard to either find weights, like if you're traveling, things like this. You may not like weights. So a lot of times for me, I like to do body weight with my own training. And the problem is when you're doing body weight or calisthenics, sometimes it can be hard to find those exercises that's really going to target those legs and get that resistance that you're looking for. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some simple strategies and exercises taken from gymnastics, ballet, stuff like that, to help you strengthen and sculpt your legs. Because the big thing that you want to avoid, you don't want to have an imbalance where you have a really strong upper body and a really weak lower body. That's where you lead into injuries and things like that. So let's jump into this. So the key to strengthening and sculpting your legs is that we need to be getting heavier loads with our legs. So we need to be hitting higher resistance. And that's pretty tough to do with body weight. I mean, there's only so many body weight squats you can do, especially after you've reached past beginner level. If you're just doing body weight squats, after all, you're gonna stop seeing growth, stop seeing strength gains. Let me just give you some different ways to add extra resistance so that we can see more strength gains and also experience more hypertrophy, so growing the muscles. The first way, and I picked this up from different gyms, because with gymnasts, they're always doing a bunch of heavy plyometrics, right? So they're doing rebounds, they're jumping, they're using spring floors, they're doing acrobatics. So we're gonna do some of that, but at a lower level. So the first way to do that is just simply take your body weight squat, and instead of just keeping it like this, we're gonna add a jump into it. By doing this, we're adding much heavier loads. One, we're having to take our body weight, explode it from the ground, and then also with the eccentric portion as we land. So when we jump and then land, this is gonna greatly increase the resistance and the amount of load we're experiencing with our leg muscles. So we can do that in a couple different ways. We can do the squat jump, pull the legs up, come back down, or we can go back and forth, so rebounding. So instead of just one, so we're going back down, coming back up, like so. Try doing 10 to 20 of those, and you're gonna experience, your legs will start to be very fatigued. That's one way. The second way with plyometrics, you wanna change it up a little bit, is doing death drops. This is where we're gonna stand on something and then take the drop from a higher position. We did this in parkour. Also, a lot of athletes do this, basketball players, stuff like that. So where you're standing on an obstacle, take the impact, come back up, step back up, drop down, take the drop. And then if you want to make this more advanced, a lot of, again, basketball players and stuff do this too. And this has been shown to increase vertical leap, is where when we land, we're going to rebound right off the landing. So we land and then jump and try to jump as high as you can. And so for these type of plyometrics, it's pretty demanding. So you only really need to do 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps. Okay, let's say the plyometrics is a little too strenuous for you. Maybe you have knee joint problems, maybe problems with your ankles, maybe it's just too heavy impact. That's totally fine. With this strategy, this is the second one. This one, you don't have to take heavy impacts, and it's another great way to strengthen and sculpt those legs. So what we're gonna do is it's what's called eccentric form. So what we're going to focus on is the lowering portion of a squat or a jump. And the way we do this is we're gonna do the same thing. It's like a squat, but we're gonna go really slow on the lowering down portion. And so what this does, it's gonna increase the time and tension that our muscle fibers are having to contract. And it's also going to, so once they fatigue, we have to recruit other muscle fibers. If you do a few reps of these, you can really feel the difference between just doing a regular squat. So go really slow, about 8 to 10 seconds on the lowering down portion. And this is just a safe way to increase the time and tension, increase the strength without having to do heavy impact. Go all the way down and then come back up. And let's say the regular squat, it's just too easy. You're hitting, over 20 reps or so. Then do the one leg. Find something to help you, to hold you up, and do one leg. Again, try this counting 8 seconds going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come up. Do a few reps of those. It's 5 to 10, and I guarantee you're gonna feel that. And now this eccentric form of exercises is what we use in one of our workouts inside of our RPF program. So you can actually get that workout where it's not only lower body, but your core, your upper body. And a lot of guys has used this workout that you can get down below to get their first pistol squat, to get their first pull up, their first push up. So if you want that workout, then you can get that in the description below. All right, this next form of bodyweight exercises for your legs is taken from ballet. And so if you've seen ballet dancers, not only do they have crazy jumps and leg strength, but their legs are super sculpted. So this one, this is actually taken from our ballet teacher when we were doing ballet in LA. Her name's Caitlin Geyer, and she showed us a few of these. Here's one of them. So with this one, it's kind of a mix of some different stuff. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have a big turnout like this. So we're gonna turn out our legs. So instead of facing forward, we're gonna turn them out just as much as you can comfortably. And then we're gonna spread our legs pretty wide here. So wider than shoulder width. And what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze and tighten our glutes. So we wanna tighten our glutes the whole time. We're gonna have what's called an isometric contraction. So we're squeezing the glutes during the whole time and holding it tight. You're gonna really feel that burn. This is how we're gonna really build our butt right here during this exercise. So we're gonna squeeze really tight, and then we're gonna go down into this position, making sure the knees go out over the toes, and then come back up. And as we lift up, we're gonna lift on the toes. So by doing this, we're really engaging those glutes, and we're also getting a nice calf workout too. And if you want, you can then go to this too, where we don't go into the squat. Maybe the squat's a little too much, or you want to just focus on the calves. Continue squeezing those glutes, and then just pump the calves. You're gonna really feel that. These type of exercises are more volume, but because of the different contractions and how we're using it, you're still gonna get some really good strength. And then if we want to ramp this up, make it a little bit harder, we can add an explosive little jump in there. And remember, during all of this, a big problem people run into is they'll let their hips come out. They'll relax their glutes, their hips will come out like this. You don't want that to happen. We want to squeeze the glutes, so we're going to wrap the hips in like this. This is where we're getting that glute activation. It's a big important factor. Also, with the back, we don't want to hunch over or anything like that. We're going to reach tall with the head. Have good posture here. And with the arms, you want to make it a little more ballet. You can act like you're grabbing a beach ball pretty much, and the fingers in front like so, and then we can do the explosive jump from here. So we're here, and then coming up and down. All right, so that's just another way to ramp it up. All right, so those are 3 different ways that you can strengthen and sculpt your legs without weights. Start to use this, I guarantee you're gonna feel it the next day. All right, so if you haven't already, you can go down below. If you like bodyweight workouts like this, you can pick up the eccentric workout absolutely free. Or if you know you want a full schedule and stuff like that, you can check out our Rapid Primal Fitness program down there as well. Now, if you haven't yet, you've been watching our videos, you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that right now, turn those notifications. If you have any questions or recommendations for videos, put that in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, as you subscribe to the channel, hope you enjoyed that video, and like many of us, we're probably in quarantine, so this video is a great fit for now. I want to give you some bonus exercises. You can add resistance with household items. Like for instance, I have a big bag of rice because I'm stocking up on supplies. This can be used as additional weight resistance. You can use heavy duty grocery bags, backpacks, and perform some of these exercises with that extra resistance using these items. Now I want to give a huge shout out to those of you in our Primal Movement Challenge. We've had this challenge going for about a week right now, and people are in here kicking butt. You're doing awesome, moving better, feeling better, accomplishing new movement skills, and it's a lot of fun right now. So I want to give a shout out to those of you who've been kicking butt in this challenge, highlight some of you, and let's keep on doing this. Let's push hard through the rest of this challenge. All right, so train safe, and I'll see you in the next video.